Hi, second grade friends. Today for writing, we are going to plan our third opinion letter. But the one that you're going to plan this week is a little bit different than the ones that you've been writing over the past couple weeks. Today, you get to plan an opinion letter with not just one opinion, but two opinions. I'm super excited about this today. So let's look at our learning target before we get started. All right, so for writing today, you are going to plan your opinion letter so that we can organize our thoughts. It's super important. That's why we plan to get everything organized and ready. So just like in our other plans, we're going to write our title of our book. We're going to state our opinions, and see the S there, opinions, because you're going to have two opinions. You're going to choose one character from your book, but you're going to have two opinions about that character. Okay? One character, two opinions. And then you're going to give 3 reasons that support each opinion. So I have chosen a book that I know you and I both love, and we have studied so much this year. And that is Those Darn Squirrels. So this is a book that I absolutely love, and the characters are in here are really great. So we have Old Man Fuquire, and we also have the squirrels. And I was thinking really hard, and I was like, okay, I have to choose 2 opinions about the character. So would I want to do Old Man Fuquire, or would I want to do the squirrels? And I had some thinking about each of the characters, and today I chose Old Man Fuquire as my character. And I want you to hear how I think about choosing my 2 opinions about Old Man Fuquire. So when I think about him, there's something that I know, and we know that he is, well, we know he's old, but we also know that he's very grumpy. So when I think about him, the character trait that comes to my mind, for my opinion, is that he is grumpy. I look through this, and I know he's grumpy because he always goes, "Those darn squirrels," right? And he doesn't like the squirrels, and it says things like he was a grump. Okay? But then as the story goes on, I learned some things about him. I learned that he does love birds, and that makes him happy. And as it goes on, we learn that he gets lonely because the birds leave and fly away. So he is grumpy, but another trait that I could say is that he is lonely. Okay? So he's also lonely. And then I know characters change in this. And in the end, the squirrels start to be nice to him, and then he doesn't become so grumpy anymore. He actually becomes happy, or a more powerful word might be joyful. Look at, so he goes from saying "those darn squirrels" to saying "those darn squirrels." So he actually becomes joyful and changes in the end. So when I'm thinking about Old Man Fuquire, these are all my opinions about him. So today I'm going to choose 2 of these opinions that are different, and I'm going to start planning my letter. I notice that I see grumpy, lonely, and joyful. I think the 2 that I'm going to choose are grumpy, because I have a lot to say and I can find lots of reasons in the book why he's grumpy. And then I'm going to choose joyful as my other opinion about Old Man Fuquire. So let's go and look at our plan and fill it out about Those Darn Squirrels together. So here's our opinion letter plan. My book that I chose was Those Darn Squirrels, and my character is Old Man Fuquire. So my first opinion, Old Man Fuquire is grumpy. Now I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to write my other opinion about Old Man Fuquire, because we're doing 1 character and 2 opinions. I also think Old Man Fuquire is also joyful. And I'm going to come up with 3 reasons why I also think he is joyful. Remember, I could have chose happy, but I'm trying to come up with a more powerful word besides happy or nice. So use your character trait paper in your red writing folder. So let's work together to come up with why he is grumpy. Well, we know that Old Man Fuquire at the beginning of the book does not like certain things. Do you remember some of the things he doesn't like? He hated pie. He hated puppies. He didn't like the things that most people do. So one reason that he is grumpy is he doesn't like things that most people do. I mean, I love puppies and pie. Okay, so one reason he's grumpy, he doesn't like things that most people do. Another reason he is grumpy is because the squirrels steal the bird food. So the squirrels steal the bird food. Remember, he loves the birds so much. They're one of the things that make him happy. So when the squirrels take that food from the birds, that makes him very grumpy, and he goes, "Oh, darn squirrels." And one last reason that Old Man Fuquire is grumpy is when the birds leave, because the birds are the only thing that make him happy. And when they finally fly south for the winter, he gets grumpy and lonely, and he kind of blames those squirrels, right? So the birds leave and fly for the winter. And that makes him grumpy. So we did it. We did our first opinion about Old Man Fuquire. He's grumpy, and these are the reasons why he is grumpy. So let's move on to our second opinion about Old Man Fuquire. We also thought that Old Man Fuquire is joyful. So let's come up with 3 reasons why he is joyful. We talked about the birds make him joyful, but what about the birds make him joyful? He loves painting birds make him happy. And as I scroll through the book, one thing that makes him happy is he comes up with a plan to finally keep the squirrels out of the bird feeders. And remember that right here, he comes up with the contraption right there to keep the birds out. And when he finally keeps the squirrels out, when he finally keeps the squirrels out from getting the bird seed, he's like, yes, I did it. So one thing that makes him happy is making a plan to finally keep the birds, I keep saying birds, keep the squirrels out of the bird seed. And the best thing in the whole book, where he goes from grumpy to joyful, is what the squirrels do. Remember, they collect all kinds of trinkets and coins and give him things, and he's like, oh, that was nice. But the best part that changes him from grumpy to joyful is when the squirrels dress up as the birds. So what makes him joyful is the squirrels dressing up as birds. The squirrels dressing up birds made him smile. And remember, he goes from being grumpy, saying those darn squirrels, to those darn squirrels. So friends, so there I have it. I have one character, which was Old Man Fuquire, and I came up with 2 opinions about him. Grumpy and joyful. And then I came up with my 3 reasons for each of those. So today you're going to choose a character and you are going to do that as well. So you're going to use your plan today. You are going to, just like I did, come up with your reasons, okay? Your 2 opinions and your reasons. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure I have a book that I can have one character with 2 opinions, I want you to remember in your packet this week, you got a story about Frog and Toad, the story Tomorrow. So if you are having a hard time coming up with a book that you want to write about, you could use your Frog and Toad story. That would be a great one where I bet you could come up with 2 opinions, maybe about Toad. How is he in the beginning? How is he in the end? Does he change? Can you come up with 2 opinions about that? So let's take one last look at our learning target today. You are going to plan your letter so you have everything organized. Write your title of your book, come up with your 2 opinions, 1 character, 2 opinions, and give 3 reasons why. Okay, friends, it's your turn. And remember, if you need help at any time, feel free to call your teachers and we would love to help you. So off you go planning. Good luck. I know you can do it, friends.